Hello and welcome to GoalCap Group. My name is Diggles and I am a founding member as well as a member of the council here at GCG. In this video, I'll be going over important things to know as an advertiser for GCG, including a brief overview of the Discord, how to set up a boost, and then also lastly, kind of how to set up the group. So taking a look at the Discord as an advertiser, there's a couple channels that you should probably pay attention to and take a look at reading. The first is the current deals channel underneath the customer hub. So here you'll see the deals we post every week as far as pricing changes. So it's good to make yourself accustomed to these. The other channel, and probably the most important one as an advertiser, is the booking inquiries channel. So here is where prospective buyers will come into the Discord and leave a note that they're looking to buy a particular run. And the advertisers basically can come in here, send them a direct message, and get them set up for buying a boost. So this is really your easiest way to make commission, as the boost and the buyers are really coming to you. You don't have to actually go out and find them in trade chat. Some other important channels here are the PVE price list. So here is where you'll see our prices for Freehold, Mythic Plus boosting, as well as Horrific Visions. And then we have our PvP price list for our arena boosts. And then lastly, our raid price list here. Some other channels that are important for you to know are within the advertisers hub are important information. So here is where you'll see some of the macros that you can use for advertising within trade chat. You're more than welcome to make your own macro if you'd like, but we have some here that you can start out with. We also have our rules section. So here is where it explains the cuts that our advertisers will make as far as percentage of sales and how many sales it requires to be promoted to the next tier of advertiser. And we do also have our text instructions on how to intake a boost, which, like I mentioned, we'll go a little bit into detail further in the video. And the last thing here is we have our advertisers chat. So here's where advertisers can chat about, whatever they want to. If they need help or have any questions, they can be answered on this channel. So now that you have a good understanding about how the Discord works and what some of the channels do, I'm now going to show you how you can actually intake a boost once you find a buyer. So I'll first go over Mythic Plus and then show PvP and then Visions and Freehold. So the first thing you do with Mythic Plus once you find a buyer is we've created a great bot with our developer Noctelos. We call it the Gold Cap bot. And what you'll do is you'll come in and direct message the bot, the command !mythic -boost, and that will send you a prompt to answer a few questions. So the first one is the player requesting the boost. So I'll use my name in this example and my server. What key level they're requesting. So I'll type in 15. It asks me which dungeon. So they can request a specific dungeon for a higher price. Most of the time they're just looking for a random dungeon. So I'll type in any here. Timed or untimed key. And then we do offer free armor stacks for all of our runs here. So I can select which armor the buyer is. So I'll select male in this example. And then you'll see our price list shown here. So I know the user wanted to buy a 15 untimed, so that'll be 125k. Just type that in there. They are on the Horde faction. And then the last question is asked if the buyer is providing their own key or if the boosters need to provide it. Now, more than often, the booster has to provide it, so I'll select that option. So then I'll hear that double ping. I'll go back into the Discord and I'll navigate down to the Mythic Plus Boost Horde channel. And you'll see here the bot actually posts the run and adds the particular armor type for the boost. So you'll see for this example, it was male and tank. Now the boost was posted. You can see the information about the boost, including the advertiser, who the buyer is, the key level, the dungeon, the armor stack, and the payout for the booster. So now boosters will have 3 minutes to come in here and actually react and sign up for the boost. So they can set up as tank, healer, or DPS, and then they also can select if they have a key for the run. So after 3 minutes, and I'll use this as an example, the bot actually forms the group and tells you who your tank, healer, and DPS are. What I typically like to do as an advertiser once that happens is I'll type into this channel and I'll say /whisper my name and server so that the boosters can actually whisper you as opposed to you having to go message all the boosters to form the group. So you're gonna form the group with the buyer and all the boosters. You're gonna take the payment from the buyer. You're gonna take your cut out as the advertiser, so you're getting paid right away, and then you're gonna send in-game mail the rest to GCG Horde or GCG Alliance, depending on the faction, and that's it. And then the last thing you have to do is once the run is formed, the bot will actually send you a completion code, a payment ID. So for this example, you'll see here, it sent me this payment ID structure. And once the run is actually finished, the boosters will let you know, hey, so-and-so run is complete. All you have to do as the advertiser is direct message the bot, exclamation point complete, and you'll copy paste the ID for the run, hit enter, and that updates the payments of the booster balances. And that's the last thing you have to do. I will say it is good practice to make sure that you're adding the boosters into the Discord once you have a sale with them, at least giving them the option, just so that it makes it for next time when they want to run next week. They come in here, they already know who you are, and it just gives you an easy way to get repeat buyers. So we do also offer boosts for PvP, which is arena for 2v2 and 3v3. So what you do when you have a buyer for that is you'll navigate to the PvP price list, and PvP pricing is a little bit more complex than Mythic Plus since it kind of depends on the rating of the customer. So fortunately, we've created an awesome command that allows you to get an exact PvP price quote without having to even look at this sheet. So what I can do here is I can direct message the bot, exclamation point PvP dash price space the bracket. So in this example, TV2. And let's say the user was 1438 rating and they wanted to get to 1700. So I'd space that, hit enter. The bot gives me that quote right away and tells me the order is 351,987. So I'm able to give the buyer an exact quote right away. So once I have a buyer who's ready and wants to pay the gold, I will message the bot, exclamation point PvP-boost. It'll ask me, what bracket, 2v2 or 3v3, the name of the buyer, class and spec. So I'll say Paladin Holy, 1500. I'm looking to get to 1800. And then again, I can go in and figure out the price of that. So I will do PvP-price, 2v2, 1500 to 1800. Tells me it's 560,000. So I type it in here. They're looking for Horde. And then it posts the boost. I hear that double ping, and it goes into the PvP Boost NA channel. It adds our PvP boosters. And very similar to Mythic Plus here, they have 3 minutes to actually react to the boost and sign up, and then the bot will select the booster at that time. And then the advertiser, you form the group and send the rest of the gold. You take your cut and then send the rest of the gold to the bank. The other thing we do offer boosts for is horrific visions. So horrific visions and freehold do not have a thought associated with it. So the user, what you do is for vision boost, you'll come into the vision boost channel, say you can at the vision boosters as the advertiser, say I have a run for X amount of money, and then booster will take it, you'll form the group, and then what you do once the payment is complete is you'll at one of the council members or the staff and let them know that who did the run and how much it was for, and then we'll manually update their balance. And that's the same thing for freehold. So freehold boost, you'll come in at freehold booster, say, hey, I have a buyer for, um, 7 levels with heirlooms for 45K or whatever it is. And then once it's done, the booster will at the advertiser and the council, like you see in this example, and then the council goes and actually updates their balance, and that's it. Raid boosts, we're working on sort of building that out. We'll have a raid schedule defined in the channel, and what you'll do is you'll come in and actually work with a council member to get them signed up. And there you have it. You're all set and ready to go as an advertiser for GCG. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Any of the council members should be available, as well as our advertiser trainers. And we're excited to have you a part of the community and excited for it to grow.